And gentlemen, and now welcoming our distinguished guests who will be joining and shedding light on the topics of discussion tonight. We're joined here in the studio by Engineer Khalid Ibrahim, Head of the Exports Council for the Engineering Industries, and we're also joined by Dr. Ihab Al-Kharrat, Secretary of the Supreme Council of the Egyptian Democratic Party. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Mr. Ibrahim, first of all, this new mega housing project launched by the Army in cooperation with a leading construction company in the UAE, set to build 1 million housing units for a lot of the middle class and the poor people in Egypt. How do you see such a move in such a critical time?
Yeah, I think it's obviously a positive move. We always talk about social justice and giving opportunity to the poor to have a decent living. As we see that there is a lot of spots in Egypt where people are living below the normal standards in the world. And I think that this move brings a lot of attention to the issue of housing in Egypt, and that we have a chronic issue. And I think that the move by the Army now at this point in time give the hope for the people that there is something that is going to really touch their daily life and make something worthy for them to be looking forward to at this stage.
Yes, definitely. Dr. Kharrat, now, such a project is initiated and launched by the Egyptian military and not really launched by the Egyptian government, which really points out this huge role played by the military going on in the country right now. How do you read this? Why is it not a project that is launched by the Egyptian government? Why is it a project that has been adopted by the Egyptian military?
I think the Egyptian military has a few privileges in the current regime and has accumulated these privileges along the years. And these privileges are giving the military the opportunity to do something in service of the people. Number one, they have huge pieces of land that used to be in the desert a long time ago. And now they become part of the major cities.
Yes.
And obviously these pieces of land has a humongous value right now. So this is number one. Number two, they have free labor. And I was a doctor in the engineering department of the Army in 1984, 1985. And I'm proud of the projects we have done. The bridges we have built. I played a role as the doctor for the workers who built the bridges. But we built the bridges with no taxation for the contractors, with free labor.
Yes.
So it was, but our leaders, the engineers who led the departments, were very, very competent, to tell you the truth. Very competent, ambitious, courageous, worked hard. So the Army has these three major privileges, and it's making use of it right now to help the people. The free land, the free labor, the no taxation thing, which makes the Army a very, and the competences. Number four, the competences within the officers, which I mean the competences of course are paralleled in other major contractors in the country, but they are making good use of it to help the people.
Yes, definitely. Now, Mr. Ibrahim, such a project, as you've mentioned, is very important, and it really shows a lot of the intent of the new government and the direction the country is heading to. And it's definitely a project that really sounds great in the headlines and in principle, but what sort of problems could arise from such a project? Will there be some sort of restructuring of a lot of the housing that's already been taking place, even if it's the very low, unorganized sort of housing that we see in different parts of the city? Will it create some sort of transportation problem later on? How do you see this?
Well, I think, generally speaking, when you have a mega project like this, there has to be a lot of planning put into it. And one of the question is they are 1 million, so why is not 800 or 1,000,002, for example? Okay, so the question is not really in the number as much as the quality and the destination and all of these things, because we are in a very congested area all over. You know, we have the very difficult time maneuvering around city and towns. So I'm hoping that we can really, instead of just mentioning that it is a housing project, there should be more kind of like cities, developing cities in order for us to, with its infrastructure and everything, because housing put a lot of pressure on the common area that are used, whether it is sewage, whether it is water, electricity, and all of that stuff. So I think definitely there is a plan. Obviously, we don't know what the plan is. All what we've heard in the news is that there is 1 million housing, and it is good news. It's the important part is the planning for it. Where is it going to be located? In which areas? Are we going to build cities, or we are going to do an extension to the current cities? All of these details are not known to any of us right now, so we're just going to have to wait and see, and then after that give our judgment whether it is really going to be addressing those issues or not.
Yes, definitely. Now, Dr. Kharrat, such a project, mega project launched by the military, and the significance of the timing of actually making it public and letting the people know about the military launching such a huge project that will benefit millions of people. Do you think that this could be part of a campaign for Field Marshal Sisi if he is to run for the presidency, which is almost a certain possibility now?
Yeah, I think it made the headlines today in one of the daily newspapers that this is the first action in Field Marshal Sisi campaign for the office, and I think it's an admirable move, anyways. And the country needs such a boost in times of depression, and we are getting out of the depression cycle, by the way, thanks to the government of Mr. Biblawi, which was very much criticized, but we are getting out of the economic depression, really. This is another project that will help pour investments into the market, and therefore things will go on forward. This is another positive aspect of it.
Yes, definitely. Now, Mr. Ibrahim, such a mega project is one project that will be launched by the military in cooperation with a leading construction corporation from the UAE, which is maybe another sort of step in the series that we're seeing a lot of the cooperation taking place between Gulf countries and Egypt, namely the UAE, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia as well. What is the significance of getting the UAE involved in such a major project? I mean, will they be helping out with the designs, the financial aspect of it, materials of it, the expertise? What sort of, I mean, how is it translated on the ground?
Well, again, it is really a little bit puzzling, this issue. Because obviously there is a lot of, contracting company in Egypt. And what I am imagining, because we really don't have details of whatever is happening, what I'm imagining is that definitely there is some sort of finance mechanism in there. Because as you know, we are facing a lot of economical issues currently. And I think that could be a part of why we are going that direction. And obviously the army, if they thought that way, definitely there is a additional help that we're getting as a result of signing that deal with a company from Emirates. So what I'm hoping for is to really see more of what is the actual deal is, because as I said, what we've read about it is just headlines, and it is very, very positive by all means. However, again, it is very important for us to really see how the cooperation is going to work. We need those countries right now. It is very, very important to have and strengthen our ties with those countries. They have been helping us, and we are very appreciative of that. And I think this could be also a token of appreciation between the two governments in order for them to strengthen the relationship. And again, proof is in the detail, so we just need to see more details in order for us to give a full judgment on that issue.
Yes, definitely. Dr. Kharrat, you said that the country is slowly getting out of the economic depression thanks to the previous government headed by El-Biblawi, even though it got a lot of criticism. Now, so far, we've been seeing the government of Ibrahim Mahlab with a different sort of attitude, maybe a little more going to the forefront, cutting to the chase right away, speaking to the workers of the factories who are on strike, trying to get things done. Do you think that the government of El-Biblawi was harshly criticized, or do you think that probably the new government of Mahlab has a better attitude for running things right now?
Look, there were 3 or 4 major portfolios with the Biblawi government, and the same portfolios are still on with Mahlab's government. The security portfolio, the economy portfolio, and the social justice and the demands of the people portfolio, and the foreign policy portfolio. Now in the security, they have done, I think, not bad at all, given the magnitude of the terrorism war, the war against terrorism that is on right now. In the economy portfolio, they have done very well. In the foreign policy portfolio, they have done not bad, given the pressures. They have failed badly with the social justice portfolio, and I'm afraid, like up till now, I'm not seeing any real steps forward with the current government. What they are saying that we are meeting with the workers. Now we are in a revolutionary situation, and the public opinion have two sections. So, some people are still saying what Mubarak has been saying for years and years: the economy is bad, we don't have money, and the government is still saying this discourse too. And even Field Marshal Sisi announced something like that: we need austerity. Yeah, we need austerity, but not for the workers, not for the doctors, not for these people, because these people have been under severe austerity for years and years. And El-Biblawi government made the fatal mistake of not working on the minimum wages seriously. They should have given the people what they have promised at least, which is really not enough. The 1,200 Egyptian pounds, not the people found out that they got or 750 after whatever thing. So this was their fatal mistake. I see that Mahlab government is still slow to work with these demands. This is now the normal economist would say to you, no, we need the production to happen. Yeah, we have lots of masked unemployment in the economy. In the government section, we have people who are taking wages but who are not really working.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a true problem. We have factories that are not productive for millions of reasons. But right now, it is not the time to tell them you have to wait, you have to be patient. You have to tackle, if you want to cut the chase, you have to tell them, yes, we will give you this kind of money, but we are going to restructure everything. We are going to put you into real work or vocational retraining, vocational redirection, massive plans like that to revive the economy, to push investments into the economy from the public sector, from the government, which many people have done before. And the Biblawi's government at least announced that this is what they are going to do, and they are doing. So, I mean, this is what we need to do right now. And we cannot continue with the sort of policies that put us into this situation. The economy has lost a lot due to the revolution, and people are saying want to